Hello everyone, welcome to Cooking Basics with Chef Agna. So anyway, today we're going to do a risotto. Very simple risotto. I'm going to add some garnish to it just to make it like a nice side dish or even the main course if you wish to. So the most important ingredients is arboro rice. Arboro rice. Today choose like an 8-ounce arboro rice. Arboro rice, don't forget the Italian rice. It's a little different grains. It's not like a regular rice. Do not use a regular rice. It will not happen. So we have our, again, arboro rice. It's the Italian rice. You gotta have shallots, chopped shallots or brunoise. And then you need to have the butter, Parmesan cheese. These are items you need to have. And the most important thing is your stock. You need some kind of stock, a little bit of wine to make the risotto. Now, as you can see, this is a gelatin, chicken gelatin, really. The other day I did a chicken stock. I reduced it a little extra. I froze some and I kept some gelatin like this. The reason, it saves you a lot of space in the fridge. All you have to do now is add some water. Turn this on, turn this on. I'm gonna show you. So all you gotta do is add some water to your gelatin here, which is your chicken. So we're gonna go 2, 3. So we want to have the same amount of liquid here total to equal 3 times the rice amount. The risotto and this has to be 3 times, this has to be 1 time. Okay? Then the butter as you need it, and the shallots. So we're gonna start cooking. And I just had some eggplant here sliced. I'm gonna toast them a little bit, and then I'm gonna put them in the salamander just to toast, to have a little cake made by zucchini and some cheese. And here we have Parmesan cheese, mostly shredded. And then you can use any Italian cheese if you want, but Parmesan is the best that goes with. It kind of melts nicely and it gets creamy. Okay, so we're getting our pan hot. As always, I'm heating up my eggplant cake at the same time, putting my cheese away, putting my butter away, and I have my shallots nearby. And you definitely need your olive oil. So, again, one thing I want you to remember is the risotto cooks in batches, 3 batches. So the first thing you want to do is you want to put your shallots in there. You just want them to sweat. You don't want to caramelize them. You want to sweat. But when you sweat them, you want to cook them with the risotto. At the same time, your stock is going to be hot. So again, hot pan, shallots, it's okay. You just want them to sweat. We don't want it to slowly. I'm getting this to sweat a little bit. I got my Parmesan working here, my eggplant Parmesan. Okay, so my stock is getting hot. Look, it's already melting. So the risotto, you really gotta stay with it. It's not like something you can just add water and leave it alone. You come back and it's a block. Oh, look at that, beautiful. Let me finish this over there. this off. Pull it off from the stock nearby. You have to have the stock you're going to add to the risotto to be hot. It makes the cooking process very quick. Now my shallots are sweating. There is a trick here. You gotta add your risotto now. No liquid, just plain risotto. You want the risotto to kind of sing to you. It's gonna be like a little cracking sound. Click, click, click. When you start doing that, means the grains are all coated with oil and they got caramelized a little bit. And then they're not going to stick together when you finish cooking. They're not going to be like gluey. They're going to be fluffy. Not fluffy, I mean creamy, but you can still see the grain. You want to be able to see the grain. If the grain is too mushy and it looks like a mashed potato, hasta la vista, baby. So this is where we need some kind of opera music. Let's put this sucker here. It's a little hot. Okay, we get a little. Always me, I like to not just focus on the risotto, focus on other things they can put with it, so it will look like a nice dish or a side dish by itself. You know, I want you to hear this sound. I want you to hear the sound of the risotto. Then we can cook that. That's what I'm looking for, the little cracking. Like crack, 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 crack. So you saute your risotto. You keep doing it for a while. I would say like 4 or 5 minutes you do this. Now you remember you get like an 8 ounce of liquid there. So you need like 8 ounces of solids of risotto. So you need 3 times, so which is 24 ounces. So almost like a liter, 3/4 of a liter. Yeah. You hear the sound cracking? Okay. So my risotto is almost toasted as I want it to be. Now I'm going to add my first batch of liquid. How much liquid? 1/3. So I'm going to add the same. I think we added. So it has to absorb this liquid before I can add. So you keep doing like this. You cannot leave it by itself, it will burn in the bottom. So risotto, you gotta sing with it, stay with it, dance, whatever you want to do. Don't leave it alone. He does not like to be left alone. See, all the liquid is gone. So it's almost ready for round 2. Now the round 1, you can add that same liquid. I'm going to show you, I'm just going to add more. So instead of stock, you can add wine in the beginning. If you don't have wine, you can just use the bouillon or stock. Now what we do, we gotta wait until it absorbs this liquid, and then we do the third batch, or the third step. When you're doing this, you can go around, you look around, if you see something that big like that, discard it. So the risotto, again, observation, so let's not forget. Keep stirring it, let it suck the juice, the water, whatever you add there, wine, stock. So I always suggest you cook it with your favorite bouillon. It can be vegetable, it can be chicken stock. Dark stock if it's mushrooms. If it's just plain rice like this, you want to see it not only creamy like that, but also the color. It's got to be a little bit creamy. And the butter is going to help, and the cheese. So some people add the cheese too early. I don't like to add cheese. I want to see the grain where they add, how it, what's going on and stuff like that. And watch your heat on off. You don't want it too hot, because when you burn the bottom, that's it. So if somebody tells you risotto again, 3 batch cookings. You can start the first batch with wine. The first thing you do, you sweat the shallots. Then you add the arboro rice, you saute it for like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. You add your first batch of liquid. There can be wine or stock or whatever your favorite liquid is, but nothing unusual. You don't want to add some whiskey to that. Whiskey risotto. Okay, you see how nice? Oh, it's beautiful. This is coming nice. So the third batch, almost there. You cook a little bit more. And you always want to have just some extra liquid just in case. So I'm not going to stir as much as I used, so now I'm going to get prepared. Okay. Every time you plate food, it's better to always have your plates in the hot oven. So I have my plates not hot but warm. So I'm going to plate my risotto when it's ready. So that's good. Now we're going to add some butter, some cheese, salt and pepper. La, da, 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 da. It's singing to me, but it's singing too hard, so I'm going to lower it a little bit. You don't want to go too fast. Take your time. So, look at this. That is a creamy risotto. Now remember, it always says al dente. Al dente means when you eat it, it doesn't have to be mushy. You got to be like a little bite. Some people cook so much, it's not worth it. So it's cooking there. We're gonna, once cheese is melted, the butter is melted, we're gonna add some salt and pepper. Some people like a white pepper, I like black pepper. No Moroccan seasoning, just salt and pepper, all you need. Okay, let me see how this one is doing here. Just a garnish. Okay, we need to heat up some, if you want to put some tomato sauce garnish. I have this tomato sauce that I added some cream last time to make it into soup, but you can also use it as a sauce as well. I'm just going to heat it up slowly. Voila. So my risotto is going. Beautiful. Look at that. So my risotto is almost there. That's it. So I put my plates here. They will boil a little bit warm. And then I have my eggplant Parmesan cake ready to go. My sauce already, my tomato. I seasoned it, it's nice. I got a little garnish, so always check. So now all we need to do is this. Let's slide this in here. While this is hot, I'm gonna toss some bread in there. If it's possible, if it's gonna come okay. Why not? So I get my eggplant in there. I get some of my risotto on top. Just imagine the surprise, you bite into risotto. I mean, you cut into risotto and then you get that nice eggplant in the bottom. Little tomato jam each side. Just put like a little stick like that as a garnish. And then we have a little basil. Then we got our tomato sauce. This is gonna drizzle. So now we're getting into the VIP stuff. A little bit more of Parmesan cheese. Almost there. Let's put this here. Okay, turn this off. It's always good to have easy access to everything. So you need to wipe, clean dish. Take a risotto off here. So this is the dish. We made it now. We're going to put a little bread on top, if you would like to. Voila. That's beautiful right there. Let me put it closer to you. That's a risotto. You can still see the grains. It's not all mushy. It's beautiful, it's creamy. And you can tell it's soft, you can tell it's cooked. Little garnish, little basil. You can fry this basil. Toast some bread if you wish, if you like to or not. You don't have to have this. You can just have it like that. Little balsamic reduction if you want. But this is a fabulous, beautiful vegetarian dish.